Uh-oh, another personalized piece, everybody run for the hills. This is kind of a spur of the moment kind of thing because I honestly don't know if y'all like these more personal and introspective blog posts or if you're just kind of humoring me and silently thinking, oh god, Boogie Night, shut the hell up and go back to reviewing movies and playing lousy GD Nomad games. Well, sucks to be y'all, there are no more lousy GD Nomad games to play. Anyway, joking aside, I wasn't planning on doing something like this, but after watching the most recent Dan Giesling podcast and Lacey Facey's most recent upload, and I'll actually put links to both of those in the description below just if you guys are interested in seeing them for yourself, I kind of wanted to do my own spin of saying goodbye to 2018. And this is the last time I'm going to repeat myself on this one, but 2018 can sod off into a corner by itself and disappear faster than Peter Molyneux's marketing career. But it wasn't all just terrible. There were some definitely good things. So with that being said, rather than dwell on the negative that is Boogie Night in real life, I wanted to do a kind of a top 5 things that were positive for the Sonic Boogie project. First of all, number 5. Kind of feel like I should do like a John Bailey voice for that. Number 5. Sorry, if y'all couldn't tell, I haven't slept well in a very long time. I'm very exhausted right now. Number 5 was taking a more proactive approach on the Sonic Boogie stream side of things. I know 2017 was kind of hit or miss for streaming because just without making excuses, Florida internet is a complete and utter crap, and sometimes streams would crap out 4 or 5 times, and it really got to be frustrating to the point I just kind of hung up my hat, no pun intended, for that portion of things. Then, strangely enough, it kind of cleared up, so I kind of started doing more streams, and more people took an interest in that, and from that I kind of shaped into a more professional side of it with setting a schedule. So Mondays and Thursdays, and then starting in 2019, every other Sunday will be Chill Sunday streams. The scheduling kind of just started because Harkov 311, Paperwing, and I were all streaming Souls-like games, and as, using this term very loosely, burgeoning streamers, at least for me, I wanted to be sure I was there to support them on their streams because all 3 of us kind of came into Twitch at the same time. So I started the schedule on the grounds that I could be there and not streaming at the same time as them, and then it just kind of helped me be consistent. And from that, a lot more people outside the networks I normally interact with took interest in what I was doing, from the Hardcore Mondays currently with Dark Souls coming up. After I finish Dark Souls will be Serious Sam 3, or just kind of the whatever for Thursdays and so on and so forth. So I really wanted to kind of take a more active approach with promoting my material on Discord, on social media, and Twitter, and I'm really happy about the outcome that's come from that. It's been really awesome to see more people show up to streams and offer their feedback and follow if they're so inclined. A few of them joined up on Discord, on my Discord channel, so I really do appreciate it. There's going to be a couple of small changes in 2019. Velanese and Bijou Demon are going to help me kind of establish a small overlay. Nothing grandiose or over the top, but just kind of a way that it doesn't look like a fly-by-night stream. Hopefully that will pan out, and hopefully y'all will thoroughly enjoy that. So that's number 5. Number 4 wasn't really a thing that happened overnight. It kind of started in 2017, but really took shape in 2018, and that was kind of going back to the well on the review side of the Sonic Boogie project. And it's rather than just spewing back a plot synopsis and overall just why I liked or disliked a movie, because y'all can just go to Wikipedia or IMDb. You go to an amateur movie critic like myself, I'm very amateur, because you want to hear the who's, what's, where's, and how. So I kind of went to start to think, it's like, well, it's not just the plot that makes a movie, it's a myriad of things. So I wanted to take it into a more macro approach. So that's why I started talking more about the cinematography. That's why I started talking more about the special effects or the character interaction, because, once again, there's more than just one thing that makes or breaks a flick. And I think it's kind of helped me come into my own a little bit. And a second thing that I started doing, just because, as y'all know, this is 90% shooting from the hip and 100% unedited footage. I mean, what you see is what you get. So I started taking time to write out an outline for certain things. And that's why there's a lot of times you see me looking down at the table, because I have a nice little overview saying, okay, we're going to talk about this, we're going to talk about this second, this third, this fourth, with minor details thrown in there. So while I am completely ad-libbing this, I at least can say, okay, well, I've talked about in a nutshell what I really wanted to focus on. And then once again, leaving the plot spoilers at the end. So if y'all want to go see the movie, I'm not just going to be spouting stuff off randomly like All Things Reconsidered on NPR. Sorry, family inside joke. So hopefully y'all have liked that approach towards the movie reviews. And then I hope in 2019 of getting a co-host or two to kind of come back to the mix, because I really do appreciate their input. It's not just when Kowo and I do our Critics Couch sessions on Tuesdays, I really am pinging feedback off him what I like. Or previously when Morges and Josh Wasabi did our Critics Couch sessions back in the day. And then most recently, Rocket88 and I have been doing a lot of movie sessions. And she is an amazing movie buff, so to get her feedback and her thoughts on things really kind of helps shape me going forward as a critic. And as well as y'all's feedback, the comments you leave on reviews really have helped me in the long run. So I really appreciate everything y'all have done. Number 3, restarting season 2 of Who's Your Creator and What Do They Do. That's really been a lot of fun. I know season 1 only lasted for 1 episode because I was so focused on doing a roundtable conversation. Then, of course, realizing the gravity of the situation with, okay, I'm scheduling times that are going to work for people around the world, not just in the US, but I mean, you know, people on the West Coast, people on the East Coast, where I am, people in Europe. It was like doing old paint train sessions with Morges and Josh and Vigo and Silverleaf. But kind of taking time saying, okay, rather than have this being a roundtable podcast, kind of like the co-optional, which was a massive influence for me, it was more like pinging down these smaller creators, such as Rocket. She was actually very kind enough to help start season 2 with me. And then that inspired me to reach out to some more of the big name content creators. Like most recently, I got to interview Sinvicta. As y'all know, I'm a very big fan of him. So him taking the time out of his day to talk to Joe Sixpack, that is me, and ping ideas off him has really kind of got me motivated and confident to actually reach out to other bigger content creators. Because while I love the creator spotlight side of things, I really do, to have the opportunity to hear these words straight from their mouths when they're not just doing videos. It's almost like an Edward R. Murrow person-to-person interview with them. It's a whole different side of things. So there are some irons in the fire for future Who's Your Creator episodes for season 2. So count on those. I want to do a lot more promo for smaller content creators and not just focus on the gaming side. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Number 2 was, while a lot of people are going to kind of scoff politely and say whatever, number 2, which was very important for me, was I had the opportunity in Q3 and Q4 of this year to kind of meet a lot of amazing individuals and content creators. And I'm not trying to discount my crew. You know, I'm not trying to discount the Funkcast, because a lot of people, when I was at my worst in 2018, came out of the woodwork to be supportive, and they know who they are. And I don't want to name names of some of these individuals that I've met in Q3 and Q4 because I don't want to leave anybody off. But I got to see their content and their streams and join up with a couple of other social media groups on Discord and Twitter, Long Live the Legion, and see their material and see what the effort they put into their material really helped shape me as a creator. And then getting them and their feedback on my material in turn really has been a very positive thing. And I don't think that if it wasn't for them, I really don't think I would have cracked 100 subscribers on my YouTube channel, almost 100 followers on my Twitch channel because of their support. And from that, just building this network of people that not only can I consider to be amazing content creators, and I look forward to seeing them hit their milestones, but also very good friends of mine, and sharing details with each other that we probably wouldn't share otherwise without developing this connection with each other. So it's really, really been a blessing to get to meet y'all, and I cannot wait for 2019 and to see what you guys do for your channel and everything like that. And so thank you for your love and support. Finally, this is going to seem really odd, but number one, I don't think I would be so focused on the Sonic Boogie project if 2018 wasn't a complete suckfest. So there is a silver lining behind this. Yes, I was at my worst in a lot of things, and it negatively impacted my upload schedule. I've talked about this countless times, my streams. It's impacted the nature of my material. It's impacted me as a person. But at the same time, being thrust in this situation of what I'm in right now, and I'm still not out of the woods yet, I turned to the Sonic Boogie project as a means to mitigate a lot of the stress and depression, and in turn, I think because of which, the Sonic Boogie project is shaped up into a baseline. I'm never going to say the Sonic Boogie project is taking off, but a well-set baseline for the future. And I'm hoping once I kind of pull myself out of the woods, I will be more consistent with my uploads to YouTube as well as my streams. So, as harkening back to something Sinvicta said, was, you've got to be consistent, and I do agree with him on that. And I want to set, like, okay, these are the reviews I'm going to be doing this month. These are the reviews I'm going to be doing these next month. These are the Let's Plays I'm doing. These are the creator spotlights I'm doing. So I can kind of, at least y'all are aware of saying when I'm going to be putting an upload as well as the streaming factor. So, once again, while 2018 can just haul off and die, I will take it as a positive thing to the project. So I think that's really been the number one deciding factor that has been positively impacted me. But once again, my opinion doesn't matter, only y'all's does. So farewell to 2018. Don't let the door smack you on the ass on the way out, but thank all the positive things that have happened to the project. And I'd be curious to see what things have positively impacted y'all for 2018. Whether you're a content creator, whether you're a viewer, whether you're a fan. Let me know what you guys think. What has been good and what are you looking forward to in 2019? But of course, with that being said, before I call it a session, because I will be recording a review in a few hours, be safe on New Year's Eve, have fun, and I cannot wait to share 2019 with you because it's going to be a gas. Otherwise, with that being said, y'all have a fantastic New Year's Eve wherever you are in the world, and I'll catch you on the flip side, alright? Peace.